building relationships will help you not just in your personal life and in your hobbies, but also in your professional life as well. And it really struck me the difference between just waking up every morning, punching the clock, waiting for the day to end, going home, wash, rinse, repeat, what have you, as opposed to waking up in the morning, feeling energized, refreshed, and doing extra effort, doing what's required, extra effort to develop relationships, not just in work, but in personal, in every aspect of your life. So it really struck me, so thank you, Dan, for that excellent lead-in to this week. I'm employed by the Bluebook Construction Network, but I don't work for them. I work for my family. I love my family. I consider you guys an extended family, so I love all of you guys. So in a sense, I'm working for all of you, I'm working for my family. I'm not working for Bluebook. They just help me pay the bills. So some of you may recognize the slide from 6 months ago. That's my beautiful wife, Jenny. That was taken 10 years ago. We have 2 puppies. Well, I still call them puppies. They're 10 years also. And that's my old man, Tom. I remember him from a couple months ago when he was a guest. My older son, Daryl, and my younger son, Derek. That was taken 1 day after birth. That was on Father's Day of last year. Wow. So, we all have hobbies and interests. My passion is music. I can't play the instrument very well. Can't do any of that. So I just love listening to music. My favorite band right now is Churches. Yes, some people know about it. If you're on Facebook, I'm sorry for all the Churches posts. I am, but get used to it. Right? All right. So for those of you who don't know, they are a Scottish electronic band. Think of Depeche Mode meets Katy Perry. That you don't know about. Anyway, so January 2015, I've got Churches on in the background, and my older son Daryl is running around the house to the music. It completely blew me away. He had listened to it so much that it actually impacted him, and he started developing a relationship with the band in his own way. And of course, that's little Derek here. This is a screenshot of them dancing to the music, maybe about a month or so ago. And what's really cool is they were actually in concert in October, and it was an outdoor concert, people of all ages. So I don't know, this might have very well been the first 3-year-old and the first 15-month-old at a Scottish electronic dance concert. But, you know, as I mentioned before, we all have relationships, so we all have ways to develop relationships. Relationships take time, they take effort, and what you put in is what you get out. So I live that every day. I decided to contact the band. I emailed them and told them about these little guys, and doing that extra effort led to this. Woo! So, little Daryl 3 and Derek 15 months. So that's how I try to live my life. I try to be as passionate and to do as much as you can to build relationships as possible. And that's what the Bluebook Construction Network is all about as well. The construction industry can seem very formulaic and very impersonal. But with all the construction that's going on, from the roads that are being paved to the greatest, tallest skyscraper in Los Angeles west of the Mississippi River, all of that that's going on needs relationships. General contractor has to have relationships with subcontractors. Subcontractors have to have relationships with suppliers, manufacturers, and so on and so forth. And so that's what the Bluebook Construction Network does. Some things you don't know about our company is we're different from Kelly Blue Book. I get that question asked all the time. There's lots of different Blue Books in many different industries. Blue Books are basically just a directory. So there's a directory for used cars, there's a directory for companies in the construction industry, and that's what we are. We've been around for over 103 years old, and the current chairman and previous owner is Jim O'Malley. He's related to Walter O'Malley, who's previous owner of the Dodgers, so there's a connection there to Los Angeles. There are 3 ways that Bluebook Construction Network helps to develop relationships between contractors that are looking to be found and other contractors that are doing searching. The first is online. We have an online profile. The second is print. We have a magazine. We publish this twice a year. We actually have extra copies that I gave each of you today. That's last edition. The new edition is coming out in a couple of days. We print this twice a year. There's a directory in the back that lists all the companies that are in it. And then the third is face-to-face. Now there's competitors out there that have online profiles for contractors. There's also other lead generation sources that print for contractors in the construction industry. But we're the only company that provides face-to-face networking opportunities. And it's the face-to-face networking opportunities where you're able to develop relationships. Again, you have a choice. Even if you're a customer of our network, you can just be a customer, be online, be on print, have it work for you, or you can do the extra effort and develop relationships with people that are there, meet face-to-face. Our next event is this Thursday, coincidentally 2 days from now, at Angel Stadium from 12 to 6. It is completely free. There is no catch. Everybody here is invited. Even if you're not in the construction industry, if you want to reach out to others in the construction industry who are in your, who could potentially be your customers, then great. I actually got an email from BJ Miller saying, hey, there might be some companies that I can market to. Is it okay if I attend? And I said, no, it's for everybody except BJ. Just kidding. No, of course BJ can come. And I told BJ, invite anybody else you would like, because this is how we grow through exposure and through marketing, is these face-to-face events. So I want to share with you a success story that I had. It's not somebody with a tip. It's Arthur Crowitz from Focus Construction. They're a general contractor. They do framing, they do light gauge, and they do some other trades. So he contacted me. He joined with us about a year ago and said he was falling on hard times and he wasn't able to pay his bill. He wanted to stay in the network. Well, of course, the only way you could stay in the network is if you pay. The only way you could pay is if you earned revenue. And the only way you earned revenue is if he has jobs. So I asked him what he was doing to market himself. He hadn't updated his online profile in 6 months. So I met with him and we updated his online profile. Then I sent out an email on his behalf to some companies that I thought he might be able to meet with. And then I shared with him about this event that's coming up in 2 days. And as luck would have it, he got a phone call yesterday actually, called me up and said, Ben, I got a phone call from a developer. I want to thank you for helping me with my online profile. And I said, so you're really going to come to this event on Thursday, right? He said, well, I've got these other meetings. And I told him, I said, this is your chance to actually expand and do more for your business than you could ever do in the next 6 months. So I got him to commit to come to the event, and it's free. So we've kind of delayed his payments and put him on a plan where he can get caught up later, so he's not worried about that. But that's an example of me doing whatever I can to keep customers happy. A good tip for me, I know that question's coming. So a good tip for me, there's actually 2 ways that you can tip me. The first is, if you know of a company, if you're not yourself, if you know a company that wants to be in the network, that wants to be found by others, then you can join the network. It's nominal fees based on what you want to do. And you can be a part of the network and meet face-to-face and have online interaction and print interaction with other companies in the contracting industry. That's one way. The other way to tip is to actually pick up the magazine, look through it, and then if you ever need to actually find a contractor, use the magazine. That's actually tipping, because companies are in that magazine, they're paying to be there, and if you're looking for them, that's helping as well. So again, I want to thank you very much. Dan said, title your speech. Hopefully my speech came across as building relationships, because that's what it's all about. I have a relationship with each of you, and I'm very thankful for it. So thank you very much. Questions? Okay, so yes, we have nationwide presence. We have reps all across the country. The reps have defined territories. It's based on where that company is located. So I might put that company, if they're out of state, with the local representative to that area. But, was that your question or no?
Yeah. So would you get any kind of lead credit for it?
I put out positive karma in the universe, and hopefully it comes back and he has a referral from me.
We have time for one more question from Carl.
I think I've been in the Bluebook for at least 18 years, and it has a hit and miss ratio, but overall, for what you spend each month, it's certainly paid for itself for years and years of getting our company jobs. So for anybody that even wants to do a smaller budget, it really does reach out to just about every general contractor, remodeling. And I think people should really consider trying to advertise with Ben. He does a great job, and he's very personal himself. So you do a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to execute executive privilege and ask one final question. What are the things that we should be listening for that would indicate it would be a good tip for you that might not be immediately obvious to us?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I should have had it script answer, so I'm just going to go off the cuff.
Do it.
If you are talking with somebody and they might be a contractor, they might not, but they're sharing with you, well, things are kind of slow for me. I'd like to work on more projects. That is a tip for a customer who will be paying for our network. But on the other side, a free tip is somebody who says, you know, I have this project. I'm trying to find XYZ. I'm trying to find a drywall guy. I'm trying to find a framer. I'm trying to find a trade that's not in the tip, right? Because if it's the tip, you want to market the tip companies. But if it's not in the tip and it's a trade that they're looking for, they can use the magazine, they can use it online, they can contact me and I can help them. It's no charge, it's free, and it's a tip.
Thanks so much, Ben.
Thanks, Ken.
Thank you.